Hello, young explorers. Today we are going on a grand adventure to a country located right in the very heart of a giant continent. This special place is called the Central African Republic, a name that tells you exactly where it is. Imagine looking at a big map of Africa. If you point your finger directly to the middle, you will find this fascinating nation. It is a land full of lush green forests, wide-open grasslands, incredible wildlife. The country is surrounded by other African nations. Chad to the north, Sudan to the east, South Sudan to the east, Democratic Republic of the Congo to the south, Republic of the Congo to the south, Cameroon to the west. It has no coastline. It is completely surrounded by land. The country has a beautiful and meaningful flag: blue stripe, sky and freedom; white stripe, peace and dignity; green stripe, rich forests and hope; yellow stripe, savannas and mineral wealth; red vertical stripe, unity and sacrifice; yellow star on the blue, guide to a bright future. Finding the Central African Republic on a map is like finding the center of a giant puzzle, perfectly positioned in the middle of Africa, the heart of Africa. This central location has shaped its history, people, and culture. It is a journey that promises to be full of discovery and wonder, showing you a side of Africa that is truly one of a kind. Every country has its own special set of facts, like a unique identity card. The capital city is called Bangui, a lively and bustling city located on the banks of the Ubangi River, which forms a natural border with the Democratic Republic of the Congo. The Central African Republic is home to about 5.5 million people. The country itself is quite large. It covers about 623,000 square kilometers, or about 240,000 square miles. That's a little smaller than the state of Texas. Because the country is so big and the population relatively small, there are vast areas of untouched wilderness. People use the Central African CFA franc. This currency is also used by several neighboring countries. That makes trading and traveling easier. The government is a republic, meaning people elect their leaders. In terms of religion, the majority follow Christianity. There is also a significant Muslim population, and many people follow traditional indigenous beliefs. Those traditional beliefs often involve a deep respect for nature and belief in the spirits of ancestors. There are two official languages: French and Sango. French is used in government, French is used in schools, French is used in official business. Sango is spoken by almost everyone across the country. It developed along the Ubangi River as a trading language. It helps unite many different ethnic groups. Besides these two, many other local languages are spoken across the regions, showcasing the country's rich cultural diversity. The geography of the Central African Republic is incredibly diverse and beautiful, filled with stunning landscapes that change as you travel. The southern part of the nation is dominated by a dense tropical rainforest. This is part of the vast Congo Basin, the second largest rainforest in the world. Here, the trees grow incredibly tall, forming a thick canopy that keeps the forest floor shaded and damp. As you move north, the thick forest gradually gives way to savanna. These are wide, open grasslands with scattered trees and bushes. The country's climate is generally hot all year round because it is so close to the equator. It has a tropical climate with two main seasons. The rainy season, which typically lasts from about May to October, brings heavy downpours that make the rivers swell and the landscape turn a vibrant, lush green. The dry season, from November to April, is much sunnier and less humid. One of the most famous natural landmarks in the Central African Republic is the Dzanga Sangha Special Reserve. A special place within this reserve is called the Dzanga Bai, a large, mineral-rich clearing in the forest that acts like a magnet for wildlife. Here you can see huge herds of forest elephants gathering to drink and socialize. It is one of the most important places in the world for studying these magnificent creatures. The reserve is also home to western lowland gorillas, chimpanzees, and colorful forest birds, making it a paradise for nature lovers. You can find shy animals like the bongo, playful monkeys, and brilliantly colored butterflies. The savannas in the north provide a home for larger animals like giraffes, lions, and giant elands. The country's rivers, such as the Ubangi and the Chari, are teeming with fish, crocodiles, and hippos. The rich flora includes valuable trees like mahogany and ebony, as well as countless species of orchids and other exotic flowers that add bursts of color to the green landscape. The culture of the Central African Republic is a vibrant tapestry woven from the traditions of many different ethnic groups. Each group has its own unique customs, music, art, but they all share a strong sense of community and family. Music and dance are at the very heart of daily life. Traditional instruments like drums, balafon sanza, thumb piano, create infectious rhythms that get everyone moving. These celebrations are colorful, energetic, and full of joy, bringing people together and strengthening the bonds that tie the community together. Food is another wonderful way to experience the country's culture. The daily meals in the Central African Republic are often based on staple crops that are grown locally. A very common dish is a thick porridge made from cassava, corn, millet, which is often served with a flavorful stew. These stews can be made with vegetables like spinach or okra, and sometimes include fish or meat. Peanuts are also a popular ingredient, used to make delicious sauces that add a rich, nutty flavor to many dishes. The way people dress in the Central African Republic is a beautiful blend of traditional and modern styles. In cities like Bangui, you will see many people wearing Western-style clothing like t-shirts and jeans. However, for special occasions, festivals, and even for everyday wear in villages, people often choose to wear vibrant, colorful garments made from patterned fabrics. Women frequently wear a panier, which is a large piece of cloth that can be wrapped around the body as a skirt or a dress. These fabrics are often brightly colored with intricate designs that can tell a story or represent a particular community, making clothing a beautiful form of personal and cultural expression. Daily life for most people in the Central African Republic is closely connected to the land and the changing seasons. In the evenings, families and neighbors often gather to share stories, listen to music, or simply enjoy each other's company. This strong sense of community and reliance on one another is a cornerstone of the culture, creating a warm and welcoming atmosphere in villages and towns across the country. The history of the Central African Republic stretches back thousands of years, long before it was ever drawn on a map. Archaeological discoveries, ancient stone tools, megaliths near the town of Bouar show that people have lived here for a very long time. These early inhabitants were hunter-gatherers. They lived off the rich resources of the forest's savannas. Over centuries, groups migrated into the area, bringing new skills like farming, ironworking. These migrations created a complex mix of cultures and languages, forming the foundation of today's society. The country's central location made it a crossroads for trade and movement across the continent. In the 19th century, the region faced great turmoil. It became a target for slave traders from the north and from the east, causing immense suffering and disruption to local communities. European powers began to explore and colonize Africa. France established control in the late 1800s, naming the colony Ubangi Shari, after the two main rivers. The French colonial period brought changes. French as an official language, development of infrastructure, forced cultivation of export crops, cotton, coffee. The journey to independence was led by Barthélemy Boganda. He advocated for his people, worked to unite different ethnic groups, founded a political movement, dreamed of a united Central Africa. Boganda died in a plane crash in 1959. His efforts paved the way for freedom. On August 13, 1960, the country gained independence celebrations and flag raising. Since independence, the CAR has faced many challenges, periods of political instability and conflict. Despite hardships, the people show resilience and a desire for peace. They continue to work toward a brighter tomorrow. The economy of the Central African Republic is largely based on its abundant natural resources and agriculture, which is the way of life for the majority of its people. Farming is the backbone of the economy, with most families growing their own food to eat. The main food crop, cassava. The main food crop, yams. The main food crop, millet. The main food crop, corn. The main food crop, bananas. Cash crop, cotton. Cash crop, coffee. Cash crop, tobacco. Farming methods are often traditional, and unpredictable weather can hurt harvests. Poor roads can make it difficult to reach larger markets. The country is incredibly rich in valuable natural resources beneath its soil. Two of the most important resources are diamonds and gold. For many years, mining these precious minerals has been a key part of the economy. Many people work as artisanal miners using simple tools, searching riverbeds for gems, and digging in soil and pits. These minerals are the country's most valuable exports. Another significant part of the economy comes from the country's vast forests. The timber industry is very important, valuable wood like mahogany and sapele. But it's important to manage forests sustainably, cutting in ways that allow the forest to regrow. Despite its wealth of natural resources, the Central African Republic is one of the poorest countries in the world. Years of political instability and conflict have made economic growth difficult. However, there is great potential for economic growth. Its unique wildlife and natural beauty offer tourism potential. Tourism could create new jobs and bring more money into the country. For adventurous travelers who love nature and unique experiences, the Central African Republic offers some truly unforgettable destinations. The crown jewel of the country's tourism is the Zanga Sangha Special Reserve. This protected rainforest in the southwest is world-class for wildlife viewing. Here you can join guided treks to see western lowland gorillas in their natural habitat, a magical, humbling experience. Visit the famous Zangabai forest clearing. Watch dozens, sometimes hundreds of forest elephants gather, socialize, bathe in muddy water. It's a spectacle of nature that exists in very few places on Earth. Another incredible place is Manovo Gunda St. Floris National Park in the north. The park is a UNESCO World Heritage Site known for vast savannas full of wildlife. Safari possibilities, giraffes, buffalo leopards, many species of antelope. The park has incredible bird life, over 300 species, a paradise for birdwatchers. Closer to Bangui, visit the spectacular Bawali waterfalls. On the Umbali River, these powerful falls are one of the country's top landmarks. In the rainy season, the falls become a massive, thundering curtain of water. Locals and visitors come for day trips to picnic and enjoy the scenery. Take a boat trip on the Ubangi River to see the country from a different perspective. As you float, observe villages along the banks, fishermen in dugout canoes, hippos, crocodiles. The river is a vital lifeline, a highway for transport and a source of food. While the Central African Republic may not be as well known on the global stage as some other countries, it has produced talented individuals who have made their mark. One of the most famous people from the country is Nathalie Tauziat, a professional tennis player. She reached the women's singles final at Wimbledon in 1998 and was ranked as high as number 3 in the world. Another notable figure is Manasseh Nzayamisi, a professional football player who has played for the national team, known as Les Fauves, or the Wild Beasts, and for various clubs in Europe. Now for some fun and surprising facts that make the Central African Republic even more interesting. Did you know that the country is home to the world's largest population of lowland gorillas and forest elephants? The protected areas in the southwest are critical for the survival of these magnificent species. Another fun fact is related to the country's name. It is one of the few countries in the world whose name describes its geographical location on its continent. This simple and direct name perfectly captures its position as the true heart of Africa, a central point connecting different regions of the vast continent. Here's a surprising fact about the country's biodiversity. The Central African Republic is a paradise for butterfly lovers. It is home to an estimated 600 different species of butterflies, many of which are incredibly colorful and have beautiful, intricate patterns on their wings. These delicate creatures can be found fluttering through the rainforests and grasslands, adding to the magical atmosphere of the country's wild places. One more fascinating detail is about the AKA people, a nomadic group who live in the rainforests of the southwestern part of the country. They are famous for their unique and complex polyphonic music, which involves many people singing different melodies at the same time to create a beautiful, harmonious sound. This music is such an important and unique part of their culture that it has been recognized by UNESCO as a masterpiece of the oral and intangible heritage of humanity. The AKA people have a very deep connection to the forest, and their knowledge of plants and animals has been passed down through many generations, making them experts of their environment. Our incredible journey through the Central African Republic is now coming to an end. We have traveled from the bustling capital of Bangui to the deepest parts of the rainforest, uncovering the many wonders of this unique nation. By learning about countries like this, you become a global citizen. The world is a giant book. Each country is a chapter. Keep your curiosity alive. Keep exploring. Don't stop now. Nearly 200 countries await. Pick another on the map and start a new journey. The world is full of wonders. Keep exploring, keep learning, keep dreaming. Goodbye for now, fellow adventurers.